Hello friends, again on the third video I'm continuing with the Consumer Protection Act 1986, which is amended in 2002. A complaint should be defined. The Constitution of General Central Council, subsection 2 of the section 4, provides the following constitution. The term of the council shall be 3 years, and as per Rule 3 of the Consumer Protection Rules 1987 provides that the maximum number of members shall not exceed 150, also specifies the composition of the council. Now, objects of the Central Council will be as per Section 66 of the Act. The objects of the Central Council shall be promote and protect the rights of the consumer, such as the right to protected against the marketing and goods and services hazardous life and safety, the right to be informed about the quality, quantity, potency, purity, standard price of the goods, services or product, the right to be assured whenever possible access variety goods and service competence, the right to be heard and assured that consumer interests will receive consideration. Now, procedure for meeting the Central Council. As per Section 5, there may be many meetings of the Central Council as are necessary, but at least one meeting shall be held every year. Further, the Central Council shall meet such time and place of the chairman thinks fit. Recommendations of the Central Council and its monitoring. For the purpose of monitoring the recommendations of the Central Council, the central government may constitute a standing working group from amongst the members of the Central Council under the chairmanship of the member secretary. The right of the consumers to be protected against the marketing goods and services are hazardous to life and safety. The right of the consumers to be informed about the quality, quantity, potency, purity, standard piece of goods and services to protect consumer against unfair trade practices. The right of the consumers to be assured whenever possible access to variety goods and services competitive prices. The right of the consumers to be heard, assured rights of interest will receive due consideration at the appropriate meaning. Now, about the consumer, defines like this. 1. The buys any goods for consideration which has been paid for promised, partly paid, partly promised, or under any system of deferred payment, and includes any user of such goods other than the person who buys such goods for consideration, paid, promised, partly promised, then hires, avails any services for the consideration which has been paid, promised, or partly promised, or under any system of deferred payment, or includes any beneficiary of such this one. This is a graph representing unfair trade practice. Again, come to a restrictive trade practice. The defects are there and deficiencies. All these will be curbed by this introduction of Consumer Protection Act 1986. Besides the National Council, the unfair trade practices include which are very hazardous to the life. Then the right to safety, hazardous goods and services, rights to be informed about the quality, quantity, purity, standard price of the services, right to choose from a variety of goods, services and competitive prices, right to heard, right to seek redressal against the complaints, right to consumer education. These are all the rights to be fulfilled by a National Consumer Council and the agencies which are brought under this act. What constitutes a complaint? Who can file a complaint? Where to file a complaint? How to file a complaint? What is the limitation period for filing the appeal? These are all the main ingredients to be answered under this Act 1986. As you know, what limitation period for filing the appeal is there? It is once from the district forum to state commission to national commission. All have 30 days of time. What constitutes a complaint? As per Section 2 and C of the Act, complaint means allegation in writing made by the complainant. An unfair trade practice, restrictive trade practice has been adopted by a trader or service provider. The goods brought, agreed or brought suffer some one or the more defects. The services hired, availed or agreed or hired, availed suffer deficiency in respect. A trader or service provider has charged for goods and services price in excess of what is in the market, competitive market, fixed by or under any law for the time being in force, displayed on the